Hello and welcome to this latest video. So this is our first result video for February 2022. So the 1st of February. The text is a bit off there, isn't it? I'm going to have to look at that. Sorry, sloppy. Right then. So the first game we had yesterday, we had 4 games in total. I'm going to whiz through these, so I don't want these videos to be long. First game was in France, Ligue 2, and it was Auxerre against Paris FC, and it ended 1-2, so the away win there. 1-1 at half time, so we just missed out on this one. It looks like it was a pretty even game. It was probably dominated by Auxerre, and when I was looking at this in play, I wouldn't say probably, it wasn't that even, was it? It was dominated by Auxerre. When I was looking at it in play, I was quite confident that they'd get back into it after the Paris goal, but alas, they did not. So we were -1 on that. But better is to come. So, first of the 3 games that kicked off at 7:45 last night, and the first was in League One, which was Wimbledon AFC Wimbledon versus Cheltenham, and this was a action-packed game actually. I think it was I don't think it was 2-1 at half time to Cheltenham, which was a big shock because Wimbledon were pretty big favourites to win that game from what I remember. I was looking at this game as part of the Poisson data back as well, doing a video on that, and I was surprised to see that Cheltenham were winning at half time, but Wimbledon did get back into it, and as you can see, Wimbledon were on top for most of the game, to be fair, apart from a period in the first half where I haven't looked at the scorelines, I imagine Cheltenham got at least one of their goals. In the second half it was all Wimbledon, and it came out at 2-2, fairly late equaliser, so delighted by that. Yeah, great win. Bradford, Leyton, Orient. Bradford are probably my favourite team to bet on for draws. They just love drawing, and Leyton Orient have got a record of drawing a lot of games this season as well, which only cropped up when I was doing the selections and then sort of looking a bit deeper into them, and it showed that both teams have done a lot of draws, have drawn a lot of games, and it was encouraging to see that, because just the amount of games that each team draws in the season, that's not the only metric that I use to sort of put into the system to predict the draws, which a lot of people do. A lot of people just go, well, they've had five, yeah, that's a lot of draws, they're going to draw. It's far from it. It does play a small percentage. It is the attribute of number of draws is used, but it's not as obvious and as complicit as that. So when I see something come up in the selections, and then I look a bit closer at the table and see that they've both had a lot of draws, it sort of justifies the attributes that are being used. So yeah, I mean, Bradford probably had the better of this. Well, certainly in the last sort of 20 minutes, as you can see on the chart at the bottom. I like this sofa score analysis because it's got the little chart at the bottom. That's why I use it. It's a graph, isn't it, not a chart? So brilliant, second win of the day. And then the third win of the day, this was my favourite, St Mirren versus Motherwell. I've got no interest in either team, to be honest. No offence, I don't know much about either. That's not why it was my favourite, but 0-0 at half time. It was my favourite because I was actually watching the game, not live, but on Bet365 I was looking at the in-play, and it was in the 93rd minute. It was so late that the markets had all already been suspended. So, you know, when the markets go grey when there's going to be a goal, so you sort of know there's going to be a goal because all the markets are greyed out. Well, they were already greyed out because there was less than 30 seconds left, so you couldn't bet on anything. And the goal went in while I was watching it. I remember taking a screenshot of it on my phone. For what reason, I don't know. I haven't used it. For the Motherwell equaliser. So they equalised at the death. And that was brilliant because I was already delighted with 2 out of 4 wins, to be honest. So then when that one came in, that really topped it off. So 3 out of 4 selections, one on the 1st of February. Amazing. There you can see we lost 1 point on the France game, the Auxerre Paris game at 3.55. But then 3.50 Bradford Leyton Orient came in, 3.30 St Mirren Motherwell, and Wimbledon Cheltenham at 3.350 came in. So we add that up, take away the 1, and we've got 6.15 points profit for yesterday, which is amazing. You know, it was a bit of a tough month, January. It was up and down. December was tougher, but it was up and down. But this, hopefully, February will continue as it started. I mean, if you're looking at £20 level stake bets as many of the members do. That's 123 quid profit yesterday. So yeah, buzzing at that. Hopefully it'll continue for long into the season. So I'll leave you there. I want to do quick updates every day just so that people who aren't part of the subscriptions can see what sort of bets we're putting on, and also for you that are part of it can sort of have a bit of a record and go back and have a look at it. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.